A mitad del camino de la vida, en una selva oscura me encontraba, porque mi ruta había extraviado. Cuán dura cosa decir cuál era esta salvaje selva, áspera y fuerte, que me vuelve el temor al pensamiento. Entonces comenzaba un nuevo día, y el sol se alzaba a la par que las estrellas, que junto a él el gran amor divino sus bellezas movió por vez primera. Así es que no auguraba nada malo. Y vi casi al principio de la cuesta una bestia ligera y muy veloz, pues viniendo hacia mí muy lentamente, me empujaba hacia allí donde el sol calla. Mientras yo bajaba por la cuesta, se me mostró delante de los ojos alguien que en su silencio creí mudo. Es necesario que sigas otra ruta, me repuso, después que vio mi llanto, si quieres irte del lugar salvaje. Pues esta bestia que gritar te hace no deja a nadie pasar por su camino, más tanto se lo impide que los mata.
Hello, my brother. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. They're gonna fucking kill you again today.
Hope not.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. All right.
El día se marchaba y el aire oscuro a los seres que habitan en la tierra quitaba sus fatigas. Y yo, un hombre solo, me disponía a sostener mi última batalla contra el camino y contra el sufrimiento que hoy, sin vacilar, evocará mi mente. Por mí se va hasta la ciudad doliente, por mí se va al eterno dolor, por mí se va entre la perdida gente. Estas palabras de color oscuro vi escritas en lo alto de una puerta: Maestro, es grave su sentido. Y cual persona cauta, él me repuso: debes aquí dejar toda desconfianza, debes dar muerte aquí a tus temores.
Septiembre de 1973. Las Fuerzas Armadas y Carabineros de Chile declaran, primero, que el señor presidente de la República debe proceder a la inmediata entrega de su alto cargo a las Fuerzas Armadas y Carabineros de Chile. Segundo, que las Fuerzas Armadas y el Cuerpo de Carabineros de Chile están unidos para iniciar la histórica y responsable misión de luchar por la liberación de la patria del yugo marxista.
My message is clear. I will not surrender. The President of Chile receives visitors here at the residence of the constitutional government. If Pinochet wants to talk, he should come to La Moneda. This is an order of the President of the nation. Why? I always respected them. I never insulted them as they did me and Prats, their own commander. But how they humiliated him. They sent their wives to embarrass him publicly. 300 women insulting him. And he resigned. Prats. He knew he had no choice. Of course, that's why he resigned. He must have heard to leave me practically alone. They knew that without Prats, I would be missing a limb. But if Prats hadn't resigned, we would have faced a civil war. And neither of us wanted blood. When we first started down this path, I believed in the people. Here, we can make a revolution along lines that Chile has established. At the minimal social cost, without sacrificing lives and without disorganizing production. But we fell into the trap. We trusted the vertical obedience of the military. And now we find ourselves alone. This is how the first words of the fight for the new Chile of my dreams are being written, like this, assassinating us. They don't want to understand the democratic revolution. They confuse revolution with communism. Bullets are quicker than words, but they don't realize that they mean different things. They think the only way is death and destruction. The people will write the history from now on.
Era menos que noche, menos que día, así que a poco de volver allí la mirada, me pareció ver muchas altas torres. Maestro, ¿qué ciudad es esa? Mucho ha que tú corres por las tinieblas desde muy lejos, lo que causa que tu imaginación se equivoque. Sabrás, cuando más cerca te encuentres, cuanto a tus ojos La distancia puede confundir.
This is Allende. Carvajal. Tell me, Admiral, who do you think you are? You're talking to the President of Chile, and the President of Chile does not stand down. You can forget about your plane and tell your traitors that Salvador Allende will not resign.
A carabineros que se encuentran en la moneda se les pide que abandonen de inmediato. Firmado, comandantes en jefe del Ejército, Armada, Fuerza Aérea y Director General de Carabineros.
They sell themselves like whores, so they think everyone else will too. They can kill me as many times as they want, but get me to resign, never.
Y tú, que llegas a la casa del dolor, me dijo en cuanto me vio, mira cómo entras y de quién te fías, que no te engañe la anchura de la entrada.
I entered La Moneda this morning through the main gate as the President of Chile. And if I leave here alive, I will do so through those same gates and still as the President of Chile. You will not catch me fleeing in my pajamas or knocking on embassy doors.
Así bajé del círculo primero al segundo, que siendo más estrecho, posee mucho más dolor que al llanto mueve. Dime, maestro, dime, mi señor, ¿salió alguno de aquí que por sus méritos o los de otro se hiciera luego santo?
Perfect coup! I have no room to maneuver whatsoever. Thank you for your company. I am alone, you know. But you also know that loneliness is not the same as being alone. Loneliness is being betrayed. It's agonizing over broken dreams. It's those friends who are no longer friends, or those who are dead or are about to die, and one cannot help them. Total loneliness must be like death.
Nos apartamos a uno de los lados, en un claro lugar alto y abierto, tal que verse podían todos ellos. Gente había con ojos profundos, lentos, con gran autoridad en su semblante. Hablaban poco y siempre en silencio.
La victoria alcanzada por ustedes tiene una alta y honda significación nacional. Pero yo sé que ustedes, que hicieron posible que el pueblo sea mañana gobierno, tendrán la responsabilidad histórica de hacer posible lo que Chile anhela.
Letelier. Where is Orlando?
Where is Orlando?
I sent him this morning to the Ministry of Defense, and he has not returned or telephoned. The damn military must have arrested him. I hope that's all that has happened. Although who knows? Being in prison now could actually be worse than death. This is Allende. Any news of Letelier? Try again. I need to know where Letelier is. I am responsible for him. Of course, we don't know. Even this morning, we didn't know that the military had taken over the Ministry of Defense. And we had no idea that our naval fleet had deserted their exercises in the Pacific with the North Americans. These airplanes practicing so as to hit the bullseye when it's time to destroy us. I even decorated Lee. When they see that I won't give myself up, they will bomb this building with me in it so that my grave will be under the rubble. It's a perfect solution to the problem that I am for these traitors. Of course, everyone will have their own version of my death afterwards. But I'm going to screw them all. I am going to die only once, and this death will be mine, alone.
No me preguntes qué espíritu son estos que estás viendo. Quiero que sepas, antes de seguir, que no pecaron. Y aunque tuvieran sus méritos, eso no les fue suficiente.
There are no more loyal soldiers left to defend Chile. They're all either imprisoned or dead. Because these butchers don't care if they kill their own colleagues to stop me from being president. Just as they did with General Schneider. I take too many risks. It didn't even click with me when I found an irreverent note. How much time do you have left, Mr. President? The same warning that I got when the Navy told me that they were at war with me. Traitors. How low can you go? Is this why you insist that I resign? To force me to beg for my life? To negotiate my dignity in return for my freedom? Do you really think that I care about my life anymore?
Revolutionaries are not cowards.
Date la vuelta y cierra bien los ojos. Así dijo el maestro. Y en persona me giró y sin fiarse de mis manos, me cubrió con las suyas. Vosotros que tenéis la mente clara, observad la doctrina que se esconde bajo el velo de mis versos enigmáticos.
How few of us are left to defend Chile? Only a handful of men and women. They have to go. The women can't stay in La Moneda any longer. Pachita, Isabel, Beatriz. She's 7 months pregnant with a grandchild that I will meet. This is Allende. Put me through to my daughter Beatriz. Beatriz, you have to leave immediately for your own safety. Take your sister Isabel with you, all of you. I said all of you. La Moneda is turning into a bonfire, Beatriz. Everything is out of control. It's the end of the government of the popular unity. No, not the end of me. Your child must be born. I want to be able to play with him someday. If that child dies because you stayed, you will have killed him. Hold on, there is someone trying to get through on the other line. This is Allende. What? Are you sure? El perro. Olivares. Suicide. He didn't want to risk it. We fought together for so long. Now you know the meaning of loneliness. Beatriz. Now the important thing is that you get out of here. Everyone can go, I promise you. But you must promise me that you will live. We all have a mission, and yours is to live. I will only die if I am forgotten. And as long as you live, I will never die. We'll see each other soon. I love you too. I love all of you.
My daughters. My dear daughters.
I cannot sacrifice them. Had we had the son Tencha and I always dreamt of, I am sure he would be here by my side. But he too would have to go. Hortensia. Her green eyes. She was unlike the others. She asked me to call her Tencha. We argued, and we fell in love. Chicho and Tencha. We began to drift apart. Worse still, we began to tolerate each other. She will be in my heart until the very end. They will all be in my heart. At the end of the day, we're made of skin and dreams. I can hear those sirens, but now their sound is of death.
General Baeza,
The President of Chile speaking. I demand a ceasefire so that the women can leave. You may be capable of
betraying your nation, but I kindly request that you not betray
what a man owes to a woman. Respect him, at least. This is Allende. The women have to leave immediately. Baeza promised
to get them a bulletproof car. They all have to go. Vida, Verónica.
Isabel, Beatriz, Pachita. Pachita. All the hours of my life that you warmed with your kisses. The fire in your hands, mi negra chilena. All our memories. The day we discovered each other. I thought you were too young for me. But in reality, I am too old for you. But that didn't matter to either one of us. We are not a mistake. My mistake was with the military. I shouldn't have hesitated. I should have followed my instincts. Traitors are eternal losers. No one respects them. A traitor is like the living dead.
Maestro, estos tormentos ¿crecerán luego de la gran sentencia? ¿Serán menores o tan dolorosos? Él me repuso, no sin razón por el infierno vamos. Así bajamos por la cuarta fosa, entrando más en el doliente valle que traga todo el mal del universo.
I don't care if I lose this battle. Not all battles are to be won. But they all have to be fought until the end. I told my aide-de-camp that I would shoot my last bullet here. They told me not to. But they didn't say they would defend me. This is loneliness. It doesn't matter. I will do what I have to. The president who stands down degrades himself. Perhaps I've made more mistakes than I should have, but no one can hide his defects. I was never too concerned about my public image. But at least I've always been honest. I am Salvador Isabelino del Sagrado Corazón Allende, Gosens. As I am. Never wanted to be anyone else. I don't regret anything. I accept my mistakes. I am not cut out to be a hero or a martyr. I am no one's leader now, nor was I able to be a president for all Chileans. But I am an open book. I think my heart is tired. If Pachita were here, she would have gone for my pills. Pachita, my mysterious nurse. She and Beatriz both. Thanks to them, the public never knew about my heart attack. I don't need pills today. All I need is time, and no one can give me that now.
No sé cuánto he de vivir, mas no será ya mi regreso tan pronto, que no llegue antes con mi deseo a la orilla. porque el lugar en que a vivir fui puesto, de día en día se oscurece, y parece que a triste ruina está dispuesto.
It was probably the lack of sleep. No one could sleep over the past few weeks. All the times that I had to lie to the cabinet council so that I could hide in the bathroom and sleep for half an hour. The president of Chile having to lie like a child. I bet Nixon didn't lose any sleep over my troubles. Every hour of the day, a new problem to deal with. The country breaking up day after day. They snipped my wings from the very first day. When the opponent is merciless, the game can become a very violent struggle. That was the first lesson from Master DeMarchi. I guess I'm not going to win this chess game. DeMarchi would insist in calling it even, but it's impossible already. The moment I wasn't looking, they fenced in my pieces. When it's finished, I will be at peace. When what is finished? The life of the president of Chile? The legality of the nation? They are punishing me for defending the poor and getting back what belongs to our country. There were two sides, one constructing, another one destroying. If I admit my faults, I am a demagogue. If I don't, I am an arrogant. If I drink wine, I am a drunk. If I am chivalrous with a woman, I am a womanizer. Well, I have been and I am all of those things. I am not defeated because ideas never die. But what pains me is this lack of understanding and betrayal. So, what am I for wanting their people and my country to live with dignity? Stupid? Well, then I must be a stupid communist. They are punishing the first socialist president in the American continent, legitimately elected by the people.
Y entonces pude ver un estandarte que corriendo tan ligero parecía indigno de reposo. Y venía detrás tan larga fila de gente que nunca creí que a tantos la muerte hubiese tocado.
This is Allende. What? My house? That's impossible. It can't be the common people. It's those bastard fascists. All my people would not plunder their president's house. Tencha. Where is my wife? Well, find out where she is.
Así yo estaba, sin poder hablar, como ocurre a quien sueña su desgracia, que soñando aún desea que sea un sueño.
Not a chance to defend myself. Even the Carabineers have betrayed the government. They're all there, waiting to make sure that I am arrested and killed. They have deserted their duty to protect the government and the president of Chile. I will die feeling the pain of that betrayal. Betrayal. Feels like being knifed in the heart. It almost sounds poetic. I never read much poetry, not even much of Neruda's.
Pablo, my friend.
Chileno Salvador Allende, en compañía del poeta Pablo Neruda.
But he knew, long ago in Spain, he could have been explaining what is happening right now.
De los pueblos, espera escondida o abierta para cambiar los viejos moldes, para darle a ustedes los sueños que soñaron.
I should have read Neruda then, at least. He's nearly gone as well. More tanks.
They want to ensure that La Moneda becomes the grave of Chilean democracy.
Almost 3 years ago. Back then, the streets were full of happy people celebrating the victory of the new government, of the popular unity. And I spoke to the nation from this very balcony.
I spoke to a newly born Chile, a Chile for all Chileans, and I told them that it was time for hope.
I never imagined that one day, in this very balcony, I would have to protect my life from them.
This is Allende. Have the women gone yet? I want them to leave immediately for their own safety.
Out! Out! All of them! This is a message that I will not repeat. It is over!
It was over when it started. The military's plan was perfect and very simple. Unity. Last June's uprising was a practice run to uncover our leaders, to destroy our vision. I should have learned from President Alessandri Palma. The first thing he did was organize the people's militia to protect him from the military. I should have been better prepared. But I don't want my country to drown in blood. Blood is on its way. It is a dark and stormy torrent like the Cautín in winter. No one will come to help us. Perhaps it's better that way. No one should be able to say that Salvador Allende turned his country into a slaughterhouse. It doesn't matter that I should disappear. Presidents are elected, sometimes removed, or they are given the option of a dignified death. Presidents can be replaced. But the people, how can the people be replaced?
Esposados con serpientes a la espalda, les hincaban la cola y la cabeza en los riñones, encima montadas. Con el terror ciñendo mi cabeza, dije: Maestro, ¿qué es lo que yo escucho? ¿Y quiénes son estos que el dolor abate? ¿Qué les pesa tanto y provoca lamentos tan amargos? Ya no tiene memoria el mundo de ellos, compasión y justicia le desdeña. De ellos no hablemos, sino mira y pasa.
I know the people. In the streets and in the bars, in the hospitals, on the corners. Even as a man about town and middle-class student, I understood the working class. I wanted to become a doctor, like my grandfather, to care for the poor. So I did. I thought that Marxism was a way to help the people. So I became a Marxist. I leave no dreams unfulfilled. And no debts unpaid. What more can I ask? I keep my promises. I promised my father at his grave that I would not let his good name be tarnished. And I didn't. Whatever happens to me now, it doesn't matter. My real destiny is my past, which holds all my ideals and passions, my sleepless nights and my defeats. My future will belong to whoever wants to remember me. Am I going to die?
Y bajo nuestros pies ya está la luna. Del tiempo concedido queda poco. Y aún nos falta por ver lo que no has visto.
I have sensed death for a while now. As a doctor, I performed many autopsies. I cannot mistake that smell. La moneda is burning. They are burning my country. A country of corpses and their ashes, which I can no longer defend.
What can I defend it with? 24 rifles and a handful of friends?
The world needs to know this truth, what is going on today and everything else.
Vimos allí dos fogatas y otra que tan de lejos daba señas que apenas mis ojos la veían. Y yo le dije al mar de todo eso: ¿esto qué significa? Y él respondió: por estas luces ya podrás divisar lo que se espera, si no lo oculta el humo del pantano.
What is going on out there? Have to wait a little longer, but I can't wait. I have no time left. The revolution has no time left. The country has no time left. How much longer can we resist? Every moment that passes is a possibility, but for what? I'm no good to them, dead or alive, or even in exile.
or imprisoned in my own country. They will have to find some solution. I will not allow them to decide my fate. "30 gunshots to defend Chile, minus the last one. Let them shit as many bombs as they want. The blood that runs through my veins is that of men who know how to die on their feet. And I will not betray them. I am ready to settle my debt. So many things are turning to ashes. This morning, Tencha looked at me in silence. There were no kisses or tears. I had never seen her eyes so penetrating as I did today. Passions do not perturb her, and she does not mix loyalty with resentment. Even when she asked me if Pajita was in La Moneda, and I answered yes, she was so serene. She understood that it was no longer her duty to die by my side. And she slipped into a heroic silence. I wanted to say something for her to remember me by, but I couldn't find a single word. I was in too much of a rush, as usual. 3 years of being in a rush. 3 years of brief nights and interminable days. My death sentence is already certain. I signed it myself when I decided that the president of Chile dies in his place. President Balmaceda waited until the last very moment to kill himself. He did not want to give up the presidency to a handful of traitors and assassins. There is a lesson that I learned very well. This time I'm not going to let you down, Master DeMarchi. I would have liked to fight some more. But one cannot keep fighting when the fight is over. "1:30 in the afternoon. 6 hours in La Moneda. It is just a matter of time. Why do I want to know the time? Who will come to La Moneda? The people up in arms? A general who may have escaped the massacre of the loyalists? Prats isn't here now to stand up to the rebel tanks as he did 3 months ago. He's too loyal to survive this. When he cried, his tears were those of a man. I know. When I heard that the miners doubted my word because they didn't understand that they could not run faster than the country itself, I too cried. Of course, Prats is in danger. This is Allende. Pajita, what are you still doing here? My heart is fine, still beating. No, you can't stay. Live and remember me. Go, Paja. Goodbye. I'm sorry, Pajita. There was never time to plan our future. The country and our lives got mixed up. Did I ever tell you that your lips are the best Chilean grapes?
Era el último recinto, el de la lluvia eterna, fría y densa.
They want to kill us quickly. Allende here. Make a white
Flag and get in line ready to get out. Be sure you have destroyed all personal information. A name or an address in the hands of
These assassins will be a death sentence. Bajita brought me a glass of whiskey. Where is it? Allende speaking.
My bodyguards want to stay.
No!
It is time to get out! We
Have done our duty, and I am grateful to you for your loyalty. But you must go! We have wasted too much time talking to the military, to the communists, to the socialists, to everyone. For what? It just exhausted us. And at the end, no one knows anything. No, that's not true. That's not true. The military knew everything. While we were having our dreams, they were advancing slowly, but surely. Last month, there were 800,000 people out there celebrating the 3rd anniversary of our victory. There was a sea of flags and banners, music and hymns, women and children, the copper miners and the Mapuches.
Sabes que este lugar es redondo. Y aunque hayas andado mucho, siempre hacia el fondo, por el lado izquierdo, aún no has dado vuelta por el cerco todo. Y si alguna cosa nueva te aparece, que no haya sorpresa en tu rostro.
This is Allende. I need to go on the air, if there is a radio station that still works. I need to talk to my people for the last time. Can I begin? The President of Chile speaking. This is the last chance I will have to address you. Probably Radio Magallanes will be silenced, and the calm metal of my voice will not reach you. It does not matter. You will continue to hear me. I will always be at your side, and you will remember me at least as a dignified man who was loyal to his country. My words are not tainted by bitterness, but rather by deception. And I hope they might be a punishment for those who have betrayed the oath they took as soldiers of Chile. Workers of my country, I have faith in Chile and in her destiny. Other men will overcome this gray and bitter moment where treason tries to impose herself. May you continue to know that much sooner than later, the great avenues through which free men will pass to build a better society will open. Long live Chile. Long live the people. Long live the workers. These are my last words. I am sure that my sacrifice will not be in vain. I am sure that it will be at least a moral lesson that will punish felony, treason, and cowardice. Tencha used to tell me that I should shorten my speeches. I guess she was right.
¿Qué fortuna o destino antes de tu hora final aquí te trae? ¿Y quién es aquel que te señala el camino?
Have pity on my soul, I cried to him. Whichever you are, shade or living man,
let them do what they want. We didn't do too badly, did we? It was a good fight. Allende will not surrender to these corrupt generals.
más retorna el día y ya es la hora de partir, porque ya todo hemos visto. Mi guía y yo por esa oculta senda fuimos para volver al claro mundo. Y sin preocupación de descansar, subimos, él primero y yo después. Hasta que una puerta nos dejó mirar el cielo, por la cual salimos a contemplar de nuevo las estrellas. Por mejores aguas alza las velas ahora la nave de mi ingenio. Y un mar tan cruel detrás de sí abandona.
La enfermedad de los ojos tiene preso a cualquiera, le cambia mucho el gusto por lo que de bien se quiera. Si al ojo le pregunto, me responderán cantando. Le cambia mucho el gusto por lo que de bien se quiera. La enfermedad de los ojos me dice toma tu tiempo, que la distancia se corte, que no quema que espejos, si los colores se incluyen, que también tengan el negro, el blanco para los manchones y el celeste para el cielo. La enfermedad de los ojos me pilló por sorpresa, me dijo toma tu tiempo, pa' lo que de bien se quiera. Si pienso lo que se tiene, no se sabe de repente, que la vida se hace tira, cuando menos se lo piense. Tranquila, toma la llave, yo te la doy de regalo, pa' que abra y todas las puertas que están cerradas con candado. Un día me dice hola, después yo le digo chao. Deja la puerta abierta pa' que entremos sin cuidado. La enfermedad de los ojos me dice toma tu tiempo, que la distancia se corte, que no quema que espejos, si los colores se incluyen, que también tengan el negro, el blanco para los manchones y el celeste para el cielo. La enfermedad de los ojos me pilló por sorpresa, me dijo toma tu tiempo, pa' lo que de bien se quiera. Si pienso lo que se tiene, no se sabe de repente, que la vida se hace tira, cuando menos se lo piense.